Hello and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be the third part of my rough opal grading and everything. If you haven't seen parts 1 and 2, I suggest you do. As always, this is going to be the ones that I'm probably going to cut on the video because they have very good potential. This is the ones that either I have to open more to see if there might be something, or I think I will just remove some of the parts to put it in a jar that will be flashy. Um, let's cut to the chase. First bench. We're still in the first bag, and I have three. I'm going to spread out the videos, but this is just to give me new material to work on when I'm not shooting. So let us see. What do we have here? The This has some color here, but I would not. Oh, I do see that. Sorry about the focus. Here we do have some good color. I think I might need to rub it off a bit, but and of course it doesn't help that there's a few cracks. But I still think it might turn into something at the very least pretty for my purposes. Number two is this piece of nothing. Another. Oh, it has a tiny. I don't even know if I can make it appear on camera. There's a tiny bit of green here. It's very weak. It's very small. I saw another one. Aha. Yeah, this is showing some color now. And actually, from the top as well, there's a bit that's visible for me. Definitely has some kind of potential. It looks like there's actually it actually looks like this is a color bar. Might be curving towards the top, but I definitely think it has some sort of potential. Um, I'm going to put it in my uh, off-camera work. Here we also have some. I'm not sure why my camera is mostly showing red, because this here is actually this here is actually green. Not so strong, doesn't look so big, but I still think that it can go in my off-camera work. Of course, off-camera work is how I'm going to do it, but if I get something really good after some investigation, I'm open to either putting it to finish here or just show a result eventually. This here looks very promising. We've got a decent green here and here. So I might remove the top and get some nice green. I think it might be more into the bolter type, which is not my favorite, but worst case I can just find someone that might enjoy it more. This one has a nice bar of punch, but it seems like this bar of punch has no color. Yeah, I'm gonna call this nothing. This one, it shows better on camera. It's unfortunate that there's this crack here that I'm not sure it goes deep or not, but it's a crack either way. So at best, I think we'll be looking into cutting it. Yeah, it seems like the interior is full of cracks. I'm still willing to give it a try on my own, but keep expectations low to see that one ever again. This would be nothing. This is a nice solid block. Unfortunately, I don't think there's any color. Nope. Here we seem to have yes, it goes on the other side. It looks interesting, although I am very afraid. I think there might be a lot of cracks in there. Come on. I think there might be a lot of cracks in there, so that might ruin it. But I'm very interested in doing that, and I think it's actually one that could be very good to check together on the channel. Here we've got sand, and here we've got, well, sand again. Time for another pinch. I'm trying to make good time because I know that there's only so much This Is Sand that viewers can endure. I think we're also nearing the end of the bigger pieces in the bag, so this might be the end of the good potential ones. This is nothing. This is reflecting light nicely, but it doesn't have any flashes of color. So I would call that not interesting for my purposes. This is a darker base. Unfortunately, it's a base for nothing. We don't have any color flashers or anything. Here we've got a nice ball of sand. There seems to be a tiny line of potch, but I don't see any color in it. Here we've got another flat thing. Unfortunately, this one does not display the same play of color as the other one did. So here you go. I said this one seems interesting. Not on this side, but this side. Yes, this side shows color. Oh, actually, this is a whole bar. I think once again it's going to be too thin for a stone, but might cut into blade. So I'm gonna put it actually in my personal work because I don't think that there's going to be much interest in seeing a very thin part that has to be glued on a black backing. Let's see, how about this? This is mostly interesting because it's a crater type, but there's no color, and yep, there's no color whatsoever, even in this. Piece of sand. Piece of potch. With no color. No. Let's do this one. see nothing on it. Let's see this one that looks to be sand. Yeah, it is sand. This little black part, it's got nothing. Oops, no, leave please. Sand. 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 I'm keeping this one for last. Actually, I'm keeping this one for last because I saw an interesting flash and trying to keep the interest up. Nothing. Tiny flecks of color here. I think it might be better as a pretty thing than. Oh, actually, we see some red here. So it actually has two color bars, but one of them is only showing from one side, and either way, they're probably going to be 1 millimeter wide at their biggest. So that's just not happening. Here we have nothing. Here we have sand. Here we have sand. Here we have, oh, this is ridiculously thin. And also doesn't show any color. And this one that seems to be the gem of this bench. There's a color bar. It seems I've seen some flashes up to here, so that means that I could have a stone that's here, which is might be half a carat, might be a bit more. I guess we'll know. It will depend on how far it actually goes up and if it goes deep in, because there's a chance that it goes like, well, I'm struggling to find a way to put it, but it could go actually in from there and then cut something like this instead, which is much bigger. So yeah, let's put it here. I think I have time for a third pinch. Yeah, I'll do a third pinch. We're getting near the end of this one. A lot of dirt left. I might not finish the very small remnants on camera just because, as I said, if the rock itself is 0.3 carats, then I'm not going to cut any gem out of it for sure. So let's see this last pinch for today at least. This is a load of sand. This is sand with a tiny bit of patch. Nothing. Nothing. Look at this black. It's great black. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be any color. I see a flash of green here when I'm on camera, but I don't see it in real life. I guess I'm gonna try it just because if somehow there's something good in the inside and it's above black, that is very, very valuable. So it's worth me taking a few minutes to try it. I see the green now here. So I'm gonna try it. Let's try this one. Let's see. I see some color. There's some color here as well. I don't think they go together, however, so I think it might end up being a pretty because that's not going deep. I don't think it's. I don't think it the area was going to be thick enough either. So I'll try it on my own. I would say nothing. Nice little color bar. Doesn't seem to go far, however. I don't find it around. On the other side, it doesn't seem to have any color, so I'm just gonna check it with my flashlight to see if it looks like it might go inside. No, it's very. I have to figure out how to make you see, but basically there's inclusions inside, and it doesn't go that far. Might be just a fun try. This one, aside from having an interesting shape here, doesn't have any colors. Gray, nothing. This is what we're approaching right now, which is just tiny pieces of dirt that were included in the shovel. Nothing. Nothing. Might have some blue inside, but I think it's just full of of a what are the encrustations? Anyway, I don't think it's gonna turn anything. This is just sand with hello focus. This is just sand with a bit of potch. And last, not lucky last, okay, well, so that's gonna be it for today. I still think we added some decent pieces. These, I think these two are new. So this one and this one that I guess we can be hopeful for. So I'm gonna give it some time, and I'm gonna have some new videos for you probably later this week. I don't have a fixed schedule. I film when I want and I upload when I want. I think I'm going to I'm probably going to try to do a video about the big stone that was in the at the end of my intro video, just to change the mood, so to speak. I have a nice video with a nice piece that could actually be highly valuable, and I will keep you updated with other videos, I guess.